Have you ever thought there had to be a better way to stabilize a newly planted tree? It always seems that shortly after installing and staking down a new tree, the wires get loose and the stakes begin to rust. Take a look at this installation. Unfortunately, these trees were not installed by the homeowner. They were installed by a professional landscaper and approved by the builder as the best method to stake a tree. Would you want your kids to play in this yard? Most arborists will tell you that a tree will develop a healthy root system and a strong trunk in response to wind. Using all this material to stake a tree in a fashion that restricts its natural movement can be detrimental to the development of the tree. Here is a perfect example. This tree was staked down with fence posts, steel wire, and cut water hose. A week after removing all this staking material, the tree bent over like it was made of rubber. Well, finally, there's an alternative. Tree stabilizer kits. Everything you need to stabilize a tree is enclosed and sealed in each perforated tube. Simply remove the contents from the tube and install the tube in the undisturbed soil using the tree stabilizer installation tool. As you're about to see, tree stabilizer kits will stabilize the tree and encourage natural movement of the canopy. In addition, they provide deep root watering, fertilization, and oxygen to the root ball. And all this, in most cases, for less than the cost of conventional tree staking methods. In this demonstration, we're going to install a 45-gallon tree. We've already dug the hole and given plenty of room for new soil to be placed around the root ball of the tree. Once we have the tree in the hole and at the proper height, we lay out the three kits in the locations that we want to do the installations. Next, the installer breaks the seals at the ends of the tube, allowing the contents to be removed. Inside each tube is a zip tie, a cam buckle with a hook, a 2-year time-release fertilizer tablet, and a 6-foot harness with a sewn-in loop. After removing the contents, place the patented tree stabilizer installation tool inside the tube. When installing the tubes, you'll want to have the holes facing the tree and the tube in the undisturbed soil. During the installation, dirt will not be able to enter because the tip of the installation tool is the same diameter as the inside of the tube. Once you have driven the tube into the ground and only the top hole is visible, remove the installation tool. You now have nearly 20 inches of hollow tubing securely installed in the ground. Next, take the 6-foot strap and attach it to the tree by sliding the single end around the tree and through the sewn-in loop. Because of the design of the loop and the stretchability of the material, there is little possibility of damaging or girdling the tree like cable and wire techniques. Once the harness is attached, install the cam buckle to the top hole of the tube. Put the loose end through the buckle and pull out the excess strap. At this point, you can either cut off the excess harness or fold it up and fasten it down with the provided zip tie. We recommend keeping the harness at full length for reasons you'll see in a moment. The last step in the installation is to remove the 2-year time-release fertilizer tablet and drop it into the tube. Once you have fully installed the additional kits, in this case 2 more, you can simply pull on the harnesses and adjust the tree for a straight and healthy appearance. Satisfied with the installation, we can now backfill the hole with new enriched soil. This step could have been done in the very beginning, but we chose not to in order to show that the kits could hold up the tree without any support from the new soil. You will also notice that we painted the tops of the tubes black, considering that we were going to be using black mulch. Of course, you can use any color to match the color mulch you'll be using. And that's it. You now have a very presentable tree installation. The tree is stabilized, receiving deep root watering from the rain and irrigation system, as well as drip irrigation if you choose. The roots are also receiving lots of oxygen and getting fertilization from the time-release tablet. Tree stabilizer kits also allow for continual inspection of the root system. Oh, and one last thing. In the event that over time you need to do some correction to the trunk of the tree, simply release the tension on one of the harnesses, slide the loop up to the desired point, and tighten back down with the buckle. Because of the design of our harnesses, you do not need a branch to pull on, and the harnesses will not slide down. Tree stabilizers are designed specifically for the purpose of stabilizing and accelerating proper root systems, conserving water from runoff, and providing a safe and attractive landscape environment. Set your company apart from the competition and offer tree stabilizers on your next project.